Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Rome, and we're back with some more Mech Warrior 5 Mercenaries and the DLC drop today, Rise of the RASALHAGUE. RASALHAGUE, take your choice. It's here. You can see we have a little downloadable content, and down it is. If we click on it, we can see it is right there. And things that are included in this one. All new campaign, 12 mission campaign. Crusader chassis has been added, 11 variants with a hero. We've got rival mech companies. Those rival mech companies can attack us or help us. I'm seeing flashbacks of our last series where the assassination squads kept dropping at the end of the mission and kicking our ass. And there's an infamous bounty hunter willing to pay for intel on our rival mercs. We can get some rewards that way, similar maybe to the Cantina missions, but a little bit more specific. And experience exciting dynamic missions with a new infiltration game mode. Oh, big yawn. I'm sorry. It's my first week of the new semester, and I had to be up early today for class. I'm still struggling a little bit, getting my sleep adjusted. So we are going to go single player, and we're going to say a new career, and we're going to say RASALHAGUE, and this is the mechs it would start you with. So we've got a Victor, a Cataphract, a Quickdraw, a Wolfhound, a Thunderbolt, a Crab, an Archer, a Grasshopper, a Zeus, and an Awesome. And to be fair, that's not that far off from what we have. We do have an Awesome. I think we still have our Zeus. We have an Archer. We've got a Thunderbolt. We've got a Quickdraw. And the IV is a Quickdraw, right? And we've got a Victor, and we had a Cataphract. I don't know if I still do or if it's in storage, but that we're a little bit heavier. We got a couple Battle Masters going, but you know what? We did not guess too wrong. Now this one starts a little earlier than we are, so we are going to start a new game and then import us. But you can see the year is 3031. 700 years ago, the Principality of RASALHAGUE was conquered by the Draconis Combine and turned into what is known today as the RASALHAGUE Military District. For centuries, the natives of the RMD have been oppressed and ostracized by the larger Combine society. This open contempt of the region's indigenous population has bred a local independence movement known as the Tier. They fight to liberate the people and resurrect the Principality of RASALHAGUE. It is now the year 3031. Intersphere is reeling from the carnage of the recent forced secession war. House Davian and Steiner raced to assimilate hundreds of worlds recently conquered in the name of the Federated Commonwealth, including the worlds the Tier helped liberate during House Steiner's Operation Gotterdammerung. After completing a garrison assignment on the Lyran Commonwealth world of Kellenfold, you are approached by a new client who is in desperate need of your help. So we're going to select it. We are going to confirm. Open in sandbox meant for veteran players. We're going to say, yep. We are going to import the data. And we're going to bring it in from the wall hangers and ready for DLC. And we'll import what we have and let's see what it says.
2108, humanity began colonizing the stars. Their reach would eventually span a vast region of space known as the Inner Sphere. During its golden age, under the governance of the Star League, the Inner Sphere experienced unprecedented peace, prosperity, and technological advancement. But with a great rise comes a great fall. Beset by greed and mistrust, humanity splintered. The Star League crumbled. Technological advancement slowed. The great houses, each vying for supremacy, turned on one another, engaging in a series of conflicts known as the Succession Wars. Amidst this chaos, mercenaries became the proxy forces for the great houses. Numerous battlefields sprung up across the Inner Sphere, dominated by hulking war machines known as battle mechs. The year is now 3015, and these steel behemoths have become the tools of the mercenaries' trade. It's a lucrative time, yet one beset with perils of all kinds. Only the most skilled and brave among them will rise to become legend.
I do really like the music in this. I think they did a good job with that. All right, we'll get through some loading screens here, and we'll see if we have anything specific for this one. I'm sure we're going to probably talk to somebody and have it kick off just like it does for Kestrel. Career mode, open-ended mercenary focus, free to travel. Conflict zones, industrial hubs, and quests from Nick's Cavaliers campaign are all accessible in this mode, but have been tuned to better reflect your chosen starting location. Additional career mode content also awaits you. such as new conflict zones, biomes, mechs, weapons, equipment, and unique quests. Good luck, Commander. You know what? Let's go with the new one. Let's go with the new one. It looks good. Yeah. And we don't have access to the old one anyway because it did disable all of our mods. So the few things that we did have going are now dust until they get updated. Some of them may be updated today, to be honest, but I didn't look. Wasn't worried about it. We'll just go with the serpent here. We're still the wall bangers, though. All right, we've discovered a lot of stuff. We have a priority transmission right here. Let's verify that our mechs are still here. Oh, active hangar, available. I like that. That's pretty cool. So you could, well, I mean, that's more or less what we have now, right? But we had just 3 before, right? So we could have 12, just 12. Now we could technically have 16, right? Because we could have 3 here potentially and swap stuff back and forth. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Do have our Zeus, do have our Victor, do have our Quickdraw, do have our Thunderbolt. Our Awesome is up there. Our Archer's there. Yeah, we're a little heavier, like I said, but we're not too far off. We do have some stuff in cold storage, or we did. We still do. I still think I'm keeping that one. I don't think we're gonna need it now. It looks like they started us heavy enough that I don't need to throw a 40-tonner in. But it's nice to know that it's there if we want to toss it in. And again, I still think it's a UAC medium laser build, but let's go. We're good. Take a look at our pilots real quick. We're still good. We've still got all our maxes. Everything looks good. It doesn't look like we lost anything on the import. So let's go ahead and take a look at our priority transmission. I guess we take a look at star map and see where we are. Oh, that's just showing that. We're in Kellenfold. We were here. Oh, this is where the different Merc companies are, do we think? Okay. That's a little bit new for us. So we've got, this must be Mercs that are working in the area, right? So if we take missions here, we're likely to run into them. Blue Diamond Hero Mech. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Priority transmission. Broken Promises. Christian Mansdaughter. Commander, my name is Colonel Christian Mansdaughter. I just said that. CEO of the LCAF's first tier assault regiment. We are a special operations battle mech command, sponsored by Archon Steiner, primarily staffed with former tier resistance expatriates from the RASALHAGUE military district and those of RASALHAGUE descent living in the Lyran Commonwealth. Since our formation, we've served the LCAF with distinction. I'm proud to say that during the Fourth Succession War, the first tier were instrumental to the success of Operation Goddardammerung, the Lyran offensive against the Draconis Combine that reclaimed a number of long-lost Lyran worlds and liberated multiple native RASALHAGUE systems from House Kirita's clutches. Commander, I'm contacting you because I need your help, and right now I'm counting on your reliable reputation to help me with the task that must be done. I can't say much in this transmission beyond that I'm needed your services. If you're willing to work with me to see my mission through to completion, I'll do whatever it takes to make this endeavor worth your while. That is all that I can say of the matter at the moment. I pray that is enough for you to come to our aid. Please contact me soon with your answer. We have 5 months, but we're going to accept it. We're fine. We're good. So accepting this offer will cede travel and mission control to your employer for 1 month. We'll go ahead and depart. Commander, you are a godsend. Thank you for signing on to help us out. To put it bluntly, tensions are high and about to reach a breaking point. During the Fourth Succession War, the first tier liberated systems in the name of the Lyran Commonwealth under the promise that the RASALHAGUE natives of those systems would be allowed to take a more active role in the administration of our communities rather than lived as an oppressed ethnic majority as we were under House Kirita's rule. Although initial years of rebuilding under the rule of the Lyran Commonwealth started promising, it has since deteriorated as more attention is placed on the upcoming FedCom merger. After the war, the Archon rolled the liberated RASALHAGUE worlds into the Tamar Pact, one of 3 nations that formed the Lyran Commonwealth, and the nation that has historic ties to many of the liberated systems. Unfortunately, those ties are currently causing a great deal of anguish. Duke Kelswa, probably Kelswa, has agreed to honor inherited noble titles, land grants, and property deeds held by families with ties to the liberated systems prior to the Curitan conquest. Escalating tensions between the nobles returning to lay claim to what they see as their property and the RASALHAGUE inhabitants that held ownership of the same property for centuries under Curitan rule. This has caused everything from civil disobedience against Lyran nobles coming to press their inherited titles to forced displacement of RASALHAGUE natives. In the Crashbandit system, things are getting particularly bad, which is why I need your help. As you made all needed preparations, go to the system's jump point. I've taken the liberty of pre-booking your jump ship passage to Crashbandit. I'll explain more when you're in system. Set course. Duration, 181 days. Discovering everything as we go. Good thing we had 20 mil in the bank, because we just paid another mil for our travel time. We've got the initial kind of jump ship animation to get through, but it's a pretty good one, all told. I don't hate it. Hopefully chaos didn't infect the jump crew on the way through. Geller fields were up. We're good. All right, we got no cantina mission, so I'm going to jump in here and see what we can get. Collect 2 Vulcan mechs. Not likely, but we don't have anything else. Kill 3 hunchbacks. Likely. Kill 30s. Kill 30 VTOLs. Also likely. All right, mission briefing. Great to meet you, Commander. Thank you for coming. Over 200 years ago, during the early secession wars, Crashbandit was conquered by the Draconis Combine. Many feared the Combine's brutal reputation relocated deeper into... Many who feared the Combine's brutal reputation relocated deeper into the Lyran Commonwealth, abandoning homes, properties, and noble titles as they fled. Once conquered, the Draconis Combine forced the migration of millions of RASALHAGUE families to Crashbandit, leveraging them as cheap labor to clean up the devastation House Kurita left in their wake. Now that Crashbandit has been returned to the Tamar Pact, those with ancestral claims to properties that still exist within the system have returned to claim what they feel is rightfully theirs with Duke Kelsoi's blessing. This brings them into direct conflict with the RASALHAGUE families that have owned the same land for generations under Kuritan rule. This mess was already foobar to begin with, but now Duke Kelsois is throwing inferno gel on the entire situation by enlisting the services of a mercenary group known as the Goddardammerung Society, former LCAF thugs and veterans of Operation Goddardammerung that went mercenary to relive the glory days of the recent Fourth Succession War, and they do so by enforcing evictions, openly intimidating, and in some cases physically assaulting the RASALHAGUE natives in system. All while in plain view of me in the first tier, who have direct ties to the RASALHAGUE community. My unit and I agree that we can no longer stand on the sideline and let this happen, but our hands are tied due to our allegiance to the Lyran Commonwealth. We cannot openly move against the mercenaries hired by our liege lords without risking a firing squad, which is why I need your help. I want you to cripple the Goddardammerung Society so they can no longer oppress the citizens of Crashbandit. I've recently come into the position of the IFF transponder codes of a local pirate group by the name of the Blackenberg Beaters. I want you to mask your unit and their IFF frequency and cripple the Goddardammerung in what will outwardly appear to be a pirate attack from known in-system hostiles. My second in command, Tor Mirberg, and I will monitor your progress live on comms and direct you as needed. Good hunting, Commander. All right, let's go. Independence. Well, unfortunately, we did a little bit of work for Steiner. We should have done a little bit more work for Independence, but that's okay. Goddardammerung Society prides itself on as primarily a mobile armor and artillery unit, but do run a number of mechs as support. Taking their mech assets out should give them enough of a black eye they can't further harass RASALHAGUE citizenry. All right, we'll go ahead and take some salvage, and we'll say confirm. All right, we get 260 tons. 260 divided by 4 is not quite 70, right? 70 times 4 would be 280. Yes. So we have to be under a 70-ton average. So let's go with Magnetic Monkey there. Let's go with maybe the Wolverine for me. Let's go with Crashbandit at 60, right? And that leaves us 75. Morningstar? Morningstar is 75. I guess it's the Morningstar. So Erin gets in. Crash gets in. And Monkey gets in. All right. I think we're okay. Let's drop.
My unit fought and died in the Fourth Succession War to liberate the RASALHAGUE people from the abuse they suffered at the hands of House Kurita. But Duke Kelsoi's hired goons, the Goddardammerung Society, have come in and treated the RASALHAGUE natives of Kirchbach like indentured servants. I can no longer turn a blind eye to the Tamar Pact's treatment of my people, but I cannot move against the Society or Duke Kelswa openly. I need you to take the Gutu Damarong Society off the board, or the natives of Kirchbach will continue to suffer. Make a show of it as much as possible. I need this to look like a random pirate raid to avoid suspicion. Thor and I will be monitoring this operation remotely. Good luck, Commander.
Target destroyed.
Killed a lot of trees.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
We have incoming
Target
battlemechs.
destroyed.
Transponders identify them as the Blankenberg Beaters. Alert Colonel Kelswa that we're being assaulted by pirate forces.
IFF codes appear to be doing their job.
A bit of good news for once. I'll take it.
New target, Commander. Target acquired.
Over the Wolfhound. Those things are nasty. Alright, got his. Ah!
Add one to my score.
Trade a couple punches with him.
Target destroyed.
Who is taking some damage? Never mind, you're done. You've taken some damage.
Target destroyed.
I should probably be looking at the. We got a bunch of stuff up top there. Next to our names as far as formation and stuff. I've got something popping up on my screen as Sea Cleaner's decided he needs to do a bug report. Doesn't like something. Give me a second. Let me clear that. Oh wait, I'm gonna go F2. Okay, so it's got where they're at. So whether they're on a form on me, an attack target, or whatever. So we'll just leave it as form on me. And then I'm sure the missile is whether they're weapons free or not. So, hold fire.
Off trigger.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Weapons hot.
Okay. I like that because before you could put somebody off because you were trying to run through an area and you didn't want them hanging around and shooting people when you needed them to be following you, and you'd forget like, okay, who's still weapons hot and who's not. I like that. It lets us know what people are on and if they've defaulted back to something. That's a good change. More commandos. Oh, it jammed.
Like it's scrap.
Target acquired.
Oops. Got my feet going the wrong direction.
Commander, an unidentified dropship carrying active mech reactors just entered our combat zone.
Oh, two of them.
Damarong Society, Blankenberg Beaters. The people of Kirkbach will no longer stand by as you oppress our people. Shut down and submit to the tier, or be destroyed.
Oh.
Target
Magnussen.
incoming.
You know him?
Target acquired.
His name is Hakan Magnussen, an old friend from the tier resistance of RASALHAGUE. Looks like he's become a bigger player in the movement since I last saw him.
All right, so they must be the ones with the yellow on top. I like that. It's very clear who's what.
Our main objective is still to
Oops, sorry.
destroy the Gutu Damarong Society. Try to avoid contact with the tier at all costs. I'll authorize a generous performance bonus if you manage to avoid excessive damage to the tier forces. They might not know it now, but they're our allies in all of this. They will be marked as a third force on your HUD. Avoid contact if you can, but also don't let the Gutu Damarong Society overwhelm them. If they force your hand, try to disable their mechs without destroying them.
destroyed. Keep this momentum going.
All right, so everybody is on a target specifically.
You're almost there, Commander.
We've taken a little bit the quick draw of man, this guy's just, this hunchback is just in the way.
I'm reading no more gutted ammo targets in the combat zone.
Good work.
All right, where am I?
Exfil sites at the marked nav point.
Where am I supposed to go? I'm getting out.
Have a way of contacting this Magnuson.
If my tier communication codes are still valid after all these years, I should be able to. Why?
I don't want another debacle like this to happen again. Make contact. Maybe there is some way we can help each other out here.
Okay, but I need to warn you, Christian. Ekon is highly ambitious and self-serving. Be cautious around him. He'll likely sell you out if he feels it suits his personal needs.
I'll keep that in mind. Make the call. We'll see what he has to say first.
We've got you, Commander. Prepare for extraction.
I did put everybody on follow and turn them off weapons free, right? Told them to hold fire. So we didn't accidentally kill somebody on the way out. Does look like we lost an arm off the quick draw, but that's pretty standard at this point. All right, we've reached 6, something. We've got 18. Man, that not an enforcer. There we go. Yeah, just chopped him in half. We could go for the blackjack. Also, pretty good shape. I don't know that we need it. I do like wolfhounds rather a lot. And that is a smaller tonnage, 35, right? We could use that, but we could do the same with the blackjack. This one just lost a medium laser. Is there anything down here that I need? Or are we going straight for... No, we don't need anything here. So we got 18 tons. I kind of think... I like wolfhounds. I'm kind of thinking we go with a wolfhound just to get us a smaller mech to fill tonnage, although the blackjack would work too. There's very little difference between, you know, there and there. It's less than 200,000 for the 2 points. So if we go there and we go there, that essentially gives us a profit, right? And we take an SRM out of that and we're fine. We all did damage. Bandit actually did the most, and also took the most. So is what it is. We'll have to replace that arm, but that's okay. Must thank you again for the ability to adapt to an ever-changing situation. Tor and I have reached out to this Håkon Magnuson. He has provided further insight into the situation here through the eyes of the RASALHAGUE citizens. All three of us agree that the Damarong Society is the primary threat to peace here in Kirschbach, but Håkon also suggested that the first tier's exposure to this operation is too great. In his words, the RASALHAGUE natives cannot afford to lose the first tier as an ally and beacon of hope for our people. Reluctantly, Tor and I agree that our exposure to this plot puts the first tier under a tremendous amount of unnecessary risk. Therefore, I am transferring the remainder of your contract over to Magnuson to see the remainder of this mission through. Make your necessary repairs, then report to him for further briefing from here on out. I pray that the two of you will find a permanent solution to our mercenary issue. Okay. Anything else on the cantina? Collect a supercharger, kill 10 missile carriers, and some manticores. I think that's good. I don't know about the superchargers. We'll leave that one off the board there for a minute. Let's do some repair work first. See how bad you are. I think that's doable. Yeah, it's a little bit more expensive to do out of system. Oh, we got all sorts of spots. We got a full 16 down here. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Like I say, we need to replace an arm here. I do not have that AC5, but I do have an AC5, so we're okay there. We're out the medium pulse lasers. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's just go ahead and put a couple regular medium lasers in there. Come on. Be back there. And max armor. We're pretty close. But we got a little bit extra, so we got an extra half a ton. I'm wondering, are these half ton? No, they're full ton. I wonder if we go down to a half ton of SRM ammo here. So it'd be 1.5 tons of SRM. Do we have it on the market? There we go. And then maybe another double heatsink. And we can take off a tiny bit there. I think that'll be okay. Okay, that's fine. I'm wondering about maybe bringing the dragon back as well. I think the cicada. I think we bring a cicada back in. We've never used it before. Oops, where is it? Carol. And then we go UAC. I don't think we could do a 10x on it. That's 11 tons. Well, maybe. Huh. Let's see what happens if we... Let's see what happens. We put a UAC on. We do 2 medium lasers. We do some ammo. Yeah, I mean, and then we need heat sinks. Is that... It is legitimate like this. Like, we could get away with it. I wonder, though, if we go with a double heat sink and 3 small lasers instead. Do I have some good small... I do have some good small lasers. I even have some small short burst lasers. 2.2... Rate of fire is significantly more, 33 versus 22. But the damage is, they're just flipped. So I don't think it matters. Hold on, I'm going to put this one here. So something like that. I think that'll work. It's expensive. It's going to take a while, but let's throw it in the mix and we'll see what we get. Okay, next mission. Commander, I am Hakan Magnuson, representative of RASALHAGUE's royal family in exile and the Tier Independence Movement. Christian has transferred the remainder of your existing contract onto me. I hope this will not be an issue for yourself or any of your staff. We all have a lot riding on you. Christian had the right idea targeting the Goddard Damarong Society, but failed to realize that the true threat is not just the society, but the one that hired them. One Nicola Kelswa, the niece of the current Duke of Tamar, Selvin Kelswa. She is here in Kirchberg to appease a number of nobles within her uncle's royal court. I can't talk today. Royal court to further cement her uncle's rule over his revitalized Tamar Pact, which means she cares very little for the well-being of any of the residents of the conquered Cretan worlds. Her reputation inspires fear within the ethnic RASALHAGUE communities, so I believe the best way to serve the RASALHAGUE people of Kirchbach is to show them the Tier movement is willing to support them and stand up to bullies like her. I want you to attack a facility belonging to the Kelswa House Guard, House Kelswa's private honor guard, and the Goddard Damarong's primary source of battle mech support, while under the banner of Tier. Christian will attempt to run interference to give us a window to execute this mission with minimal resistance from local LCAF forces. Don't let us down, Commander. All right, we're up to 0 with our independence, and we didn't drop with House Steiner. Interesting. Okay. Maybe because we were going under false pretenses, so they don't think it's us.
Heads up, Commander. Weather conditions in the area will restrict visibility and have an effect on your sensors.
Still 270. Do we go with 390s-ish? Like, do we put Danny in back? Lieutenant Slingoh. We go with Roush. He's only 80, isn't he? Yeah. Let's go Rooster. And let's go with the Cyclops there. And we're 10 tons under, but I think that's still okay. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's fine.
Attention. Prepare for battle act departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
While the Gutur Dameron Society might be the thugs terrorizing the Rasgallian people of Kirkbach, make no mistake, the one tugging their leash is Nicole Kelswa, Duke Selvin's niece. She and the Kelswa Guard are the ones that have contracted out the society as a private security force to bring Kirkbach into line with their bigoted ideals. The marked nav point will direct you to the society's primary base of operations. Raise it to the ground and end them. Christian is going to run interference and has tapped the LCAF command channel on our behalf. So I will take over as CO of this operation in his absence. Good luck, Commander.
Target
The Air
acquired.
Force is
New
approached the
target.
perimeter. The
Grasshopper
Gutur Dameron
incoming
Society
missile.
are still undergoing repairs.
All right, that guy's elite. Let's go after him first. The grasshopper pilot was green.
I've heard that you need our assistance. You've always made it a point to cut my unit out of the loop in favor of your private security forces.
Because I don't trust you or your mountain monkey combine turncoat.
Incoming missile.
My people run us this world in the name of the Commonwealth. You will show them respect.
Target
No,
destroyed.
I won't. Not until they learn to follow orders. And now I order them to destroy those pair terrorists. Or you will answer to my uncle and your duke personally.
Raising my forces now, I will be en route shortly.
Can we, there we go. That guy's nasty. But he's also a recruit, so he was worth ignoring for a little while.
Target destroyed.
All right, target health.
Target acquired. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
See if these guys help destroy stuff or not. We are kind of sort of testing the new AI out, right?
The warehouse has been destroyed. Our infrastructure is under attack. Get them away from those buildings.
We're down to 66%.
Target destroyed.
Oh my god! Someone help us! We're taking heavy damage! We won't survive this onslaught much longer!
Base operating at 50% capacity. Keep it up, Commander.
Oops. Something I can...
Target acquired.
Somebody stepped on me.
Enemy destroyed.
Excuse me, dude.
That matches the class of VTOL we're after. Take it out.
Target acquired.
See if we can get one of these guys down where he can get some missiles on him. Oh, we can. I missed. I just missed.
Enemy destroyed.
Target destroyed. New target Shadowhawk. Target acquired.
We can come step on some stuff, I think. We're 34%. Not too much more to go. Another dropship's out there. You did see the Shadowhawk somewhere.
Where the hell are you? The fuel tank just exploded!
That VTOL is on our list of targets. Let's make our quota.
Target destroyed.
Is that it? We good?
Target alive.
All power signatures across the facility have gone dark.
Good enough for me. Let's pack it in and get out of here. Christian will need to make a show of at least trying to chase us down. Let's not be here when his forces show up.
Manslaughter, you and your collection of freeloading deadbeats have now failed in defending this system from both pirates and terrorists. Expect my uncle to be hearing about your incompetence.
Target acquired.
Wilco, focusing fire.
We'll see if we can get that guy on the way out the door. Nobody told me I couldn't shoot people this time.
Target acquired.
There's a Shadowhawk in there we could pick up. There's also some reasonable gear. Not much of it, though. I think we just go for the Shadowhawk, and I think we sell it. I think we need the money. We spent a chunk getting everything else fixed. Look at that. Look at Slingoh and the Stalker. It is the assault mech. Let's be honest, though. The Stalker's, it's everything. It's everything it's supposed to be. He got 2 mech kills. He tanked. He did the most damage. Although, let's be fair, the Battlemaster was not far behind him. They did great work. And there's our Crusader. Oh, wait, we'll get to that. That looks like my new person. LRMs, SRMs, medium. It's everything. It's everything I want. Good work. Nicole Kelswell was furious that my unit failed to apprehend the pirates or the tier terrorists that attacked the Goddardammerung Society. She has laid the blame squarely on my lap and has petitioned her uncle to dismiss me from command of the first tier. Friends of mine within LCAF High Command have given me notice the state politics may force them to serve Kelswell my head on a platter to appease the nobles of the Tamar Pact in order to minimize tensions with the Lyran Commonwealth's nobility, which is currently strained enough by the upcoming FedCom unification and dissatisfaction with the Archon for propping up Federated Sun's shattered economy after Comstar's interdiction. When Tor got word of this, he spread the word throughout the first tier and held a secret vote without my knowledge. Through it, I've learned that my unit no longer has the faith that the Lyran Commonwealth will do right by the first tier or our people. They have repeatedly broken their promises and have exploited our faith that things will get better only to treat us with the same disrespect that House Kurita did. We've collectively made a difficult decision to abandon the Lyran Commonwealth and take our chances with Hakan Magnuson and the tier independence movement in the Draconis Combine. At least with them, we know that our lives will go towards serving our people, not further oppressing them. As my last act as commissioned LCAF officer, I've approved your final payment along with a substantial combat bonus. I hope our paths cross again sometime, Commander. Until then, this is goodbye. There's our Crusader. Look at that. It looks good. That is my active LRM ship right there all day long. One more Cantina mission that I can get, an Urban Mech, Kill 3. I will go for Kill 3 Commandos. We did see a lot of Commandos, and if we're going to fight Steiner, we're probably going to continue to see them. Would be my guess. So, couple things. Let's go ahead and sell the Shadowhawk. We don't need it at all. Let's sell that. Goodbye, Mr. Shadowhawk. Let us drop you down here. You down here. Quick repair. Took a headshot in there. You got some heat sinks that are out. That's okay. And I didn't have anything go wrong with me, so we'll do that. And it just keeps going. We've clearly got more room down here than I think we do. But that's okay. Let's throw some stuff up here. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna need next. I just threw stuff up to get it up there. That's the extent of that. Got everybody? All right. Let us drop in and take a look at our new mech, the Crusader. So, LRM 15's in the arm. SRM 6 is in the torso. Okay. I'd kind of prefer they be different because in a close range kind of spiral brawl type of fight, I would rather be able to have the extra flexibility of the SRMs in the arms. But then again, if we're going after helicopters or you're actually doing indirect fire, sometimes it's a pain when they're here and they shoot out and they hit all the trees in front of you because you can't aim up to arc stuff over. So I can see that. The medium lasers and the machine guns are also in the arms though, so that's fine. Kind of an interesting mix of stuff, but I don't hate it. We've got some ammo. I'm going to go ahead and move some of it. I guess that's okay for now. We can live with that. No extra heat sinks. We're just running one, so we got to be careful when LRMs or SRMs, not both. If we're playing in that kind of 200 to 300 range, we're going to have to make a decision. But that's okay. We could jump machine guns and ammo and get a couple heat sinks in. That would free up 2 tons by itself. Ammo is pretty close to max, but not quite. We're missing a little bit in the legs, a little bit of the head. So realistically, dumping the machine guns is probably the right idea, but I'm going to go with it stock just to kind of see what I feel like with it as is. It's not going to cost anything, just 8 days to move some ammo around. I like that. They didn't charge us anything, right? It's just labor because we already own everything. So that's a nice change, I think. It looks good. You need a paint scheme on it? You don't have a funky one. Actually, that looks pretty good that way. It doesn't give us... The cross stripe looks like it would go up top, but it doesn't. I don't hate that. It's not really what I was originally thinking. Let's see what the RASALHAGUE looks like on it. Yeah, I mean, we've got our big horned Viking helmet on there. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. I'm going back to the Crusader one. Going back to this one. We could go Crucis Lancers if we wanted. The Davian looks like. A little digital. No, I'll go this way. I like this. Alrighty. We don't have any do we have a transmission? Legend of the Kestrel Lancers. Yeah, we'll accept it. It'll go away because we don't have that. Fixer Cantinas. Yeah, we can accept that. Those in need. Offer to help. We've got 1 month to do that one. We've got a message here. Appreciate what we've done for Christian and the people of RASALHAGUE. Christian's heart was in the right place, but ultimately his faith in the Archon was flawed. I believe growing up in the Commonwealth has blinded him to what he did not want to see. That the Commonwealth does not care about our people. They only placate our desire for freedom as a way to leverage our people to fight against House Kurita on their behalf. To all the House Lords, the people of RASALHAGUE will always be lesser. This is why the only way for our people to truly be free is to have an independent RASALHAGUE, one that is able to forge its own path, away from the machinations of the great houses and their delusional desire to rule over a reconstructed Star League. I have faith that that time is coming soon. With Christian's battle mech regiment, the hypocrisy of the Tamar Pact exposed, and House Kurita's loosened grip on their own territory after the Fourth Succession War, I believe the people of RASALHAGUE will soon have the courage needed to stand up to the House Lords and say that enough is enough. When that time comes, the people of RASALHAGUE will need allies loyal to our cause, or at least our money. I hope that I could count you among those allies that will come to our aid when the time is right. While my resources are now tied with supporting Christian and his people, in a few years when they are settled, I wish to reach out to you and your company once more. If you still believe in helping the people of RASALHAGUE, I may have an important job for you. Until then, safe travels. Okay. So, our review period... Oh, we've already done that. That's fine. We'll go ahead and accept that. I think that's done. That was that initial one. So maybe we're better off doing something like this. Maybe a Sky Pro Independence Fighter next time to kind of kill some of the time. And then we'll get back in, as we get back into it, we get back into it. So I think next time we continue our fight against against Steiner, for some independence and see if we can help that out. So, but we'll do that next time. So thanks for watching, guys. We're in the DLC. It's finally dropped. Let me know what you think about AI. It seemed to be pretty good for what I saw. We got good numbers from everybody. Damage numbers appear to be up. We'll see if that carries across all mechs. We really expect the AI has traditionally done pretty well in the mechs that we fielded, generally speaking. So we'll see. We'll see as we go forward. But I'm excited. Sorry it was up a little bit late today. I'll get another one recorded today, so we'll have something up on time for tomorrow. So, as always, don't forget to get out, explore your world, roam, and we'll see you guys next time. Cheers.